And salutations, my stitchy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I have moved on from Hollyhocks to Impatiens. So I'm excited about that. How about you? What are you working on today? Dying to know, dying to know, dying to know. Okay. All right, here we go. So if you're brand new here, if you would like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things with Corbiere-Scott Designs, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and join our other private Facebook group, Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group, because you're already in Stitchalong with Anne Facebook group. Yay! Okay, so like I said, I have moved on to, I'm going to put this on the floor, to the Impatiens stitch pattern. If you remember correctly, I started this a couple of weeks ago, but then I finished Hollyhocks. Good morning, Brenda. And so I'm just continuing on with where I started. I did get my sunflower patterns, and I got my my thread order. You know, I'm just gonna say Red Rock is so they're just so quick to mail your orders out, and they must know that we get really impatient for that next color. So I can't wait to start stitching those, but I told myself I wasn't going to start it until I finished Impatiens. I am going to my dad's again at the end of the month, and so my goal is to have Impatiens done so that I can take sunflowers with me. And I don't even know how I want to stitch those. If I want to stitch those on a, if I want to stitch those on a tea towel, or if I want to make pillows. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Does anybody else Brenda, have you started your sunflowers? And if so, how are you going to stitch them? Are you going to stitch them just on fabrics, or are you going to do tea towels? I think there is, like, one is a pillow for sure. And then I know that there's a tea towel set, and now I don't remember what the third one is. The one with the, in the mason jar. I don't remember how they created that. Okay, so I'm down to this area. You know, I did my up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So now I want to go back and do my fill in the top layer. Ta-da. I love that feeling when it when one little section is finished. You know what I mean? see if you guys are talking to me yet. Not yet. So I'm going to say, good morning. So I was yesterday I was talking in, you haven't started it yet, Brenda? Okay. Do you know what you're going to do? You know, are you saying you didn't start it yet, or you don't know what you're going to do yet? I know it's kind of always a little bit of a dilemma, isn't it? I'm liking this. I told myself I was going to do all the things. And maybe, how are you this morning? Oh my goodness. Oh, everybody, take a drink. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm doing the tea towels. I don't know about the other ones. Okay. I totally get you, Brenda. And how do you display your tea towels? Do you have one of those tea towel hangers, or do you hang it like from your oven door? What do you do with your stitched tea towels? Oh, look, I didn't do this one. Yikety yikes. Okay. I know, I do love them hung on an oven door, don't you? Just brings it, oh my gosh, it just brightens up the kitchen so much. Sometimes I hang one on my dishwasher door too. Just a little something, something, you know. Especially if it's a set where I have multiples. Almost done. Will I get all the way to the bottom on this? I don't know. Probably not before I need to get a new thread, but I still have the whole bottom to do, so I'll be using lots of thread. And I've been kind of saving all of my ends of threads. I have an artsy technique I want to play with them, so I know that sounds crazy, but I have a Ziploc bag full of all of my little bits of thread of all colors. Yeah, how many more can I get out of this, do you think? Yikety yike. Oh, so anyway, yesterday I was talking about going on a morning walk with Jeff, and we do that almost every morning. We didn't do it this morning, but anyway, going on a morning walk with Jeff, and I have this app on my phone called Merlin, Merlin, Bird ID. And it's free because, you know, I do not pay for apps. But anyway, so this app, my brother-in-law turned me on to it while we were in Michigan together, and oh my gosh, I'm just in love with it. So you, the app will save, this one has less on it, so we need to use this one up first. It's like a loaf of bread, you know what I mean? You need to use the loaf of bread up that has, you know, still has bread in the bag. Okay, so the app has a button that you push to record the bird song that you hear, and it will. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it will record the bird, and then it will identify the birds, which is so fun. I love that. Anyway, so yesterday, just on the walk from my house to the park, which is, I don't know, like maybe a 15-minute walk, 20 maybe. We heard a house finch, a house sparrow, a curved-bill thrasher, a verdin, V-E-R-D-I-N, a gadwall, and a great-tailed gackle. And so here's the crazy thing. So we're walking along, and I was talking about this yesterday. We're walking along, and I hear this noise, and I tell Jeff, oh, that's a gadwall. Hey, Keels. And I go, oh, but it says it's a duck. That's weird. I go, but oh, remember when we had ducks in our pool? And no kidding, we're walking a little longer, and Jeff goes, oh my gosh, there's a duck above us. And sure enough, there was a duck flying south. Crazy. So it really was. A gadwall is a duck. And it was flying. And we talked about the difference between bird song and bird calls, which I found quite fascinating. And it just makes you so aware of just what's in your neck of the woods, you know? So whether you go on a walk or you're just sitting in your backyard, you should get that app and listen for the birds in your locale. It's kind of interesting. Almost done with this, and then I get to move. Okay, now I'm gonna tie off. Hey Valerie, what are you stitching today? How about you, Keels? Have you already finished Impatiens? And did you use the same colors that they chose, or did you choose differently? I told myself I wasn't going to make that decision until I was done with all of the things that are the same on each seed packet. Yes, it does give you links to, it pops up photos of birds. I would think when you and Kim go on your walks in the preserves, you'd see all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh my gosh, I totally had a dream about sleeping at your house. Last night I had this dream. It was crazy. Here you go. Everybody take a drink. Whoops. I did, I want to share with you something that I did. Just a sec. So remember how we added a little something to each pattern. So like bachelor button, we added those, the seed stitch. Chrysanthemum, we added lines, we added something to our leaves. So for Hollyhock, I filled the centers with French knots. Stop it! I love it so much. I love it so, so much. So, I gotta think about what I'm gonna add to Impatiens. Okay, I will finish Impatiens today between your Stitchalong and the MLB playoffs. I used different colors for the leaves and of course the border. I love the color Adorn I picked for the lettering. That's what I used for the border. Oh, what did they pick? Oh, that is a pretty one, isn't it? That is a pretty one. Ooh, good thinking about using that for the border. This time, for Hollyhocks, I used one of the pinks as my border. For chrysanthemums, I used a darker shade of the lettering for the border, and for bachelor buttons I used one of the shades of purple. So I'm thinking, I don't know because the colors that they chose for the Impatiens on here are really in keeping with the color of Impatiens flowers. So my leaves will be a different color too, because you'll notice that my greenery is all pretty similar colors of green. Like I have these 2 shades of green that I like. Can you tell? So I will pick that green, one of those 2 greens, 2 green families, I should say. Yeah, it's weird when you don't, I know. I have a couple of projects that I'm like, why didn't I finish that? I was so close. Just silly. Just silly. Oh, I saw a really cool, I saw a couple of cool quotes that kind of stuck with me. And here's one about, when you see someone's original work and you're inspired by it, instead of copying it, I kind of feel 2 ways about that. Like if you're taking a class from somebody, learn it the way they teach it to you and then make it your own. But if you see something that is inspiring to you, try to make it your own. Unless it's like there's instructions, then follow the instructions. And then, does that make sense, everybody? Anyway, so this quote, it just kind of stopped me. Those are the ones I write down, you know, the ones that just stop me. Be inspired, yes, but bring you into it. Originality wins. I thought that was brilliant, right? I also saw one that was, oh my gosh. It works for us in stitching because we all have more thread than we'll probably ever use. Although, here's my Red Rock threads order that I haven't even opened yet because I'm afraid if I open it, I will be tempted to start another project before this one is done. But this one will, you know. Oh, look at them. Look at them. It's this one. That's the one I cannot wait to stitch. Let's see. I think I got my whole order this time. I think I ordered 6, didn't I? Just a sec. Oh no, I have Butterfly Gold, Medium Taupe, and Smoky Gray are on back order. So they'll be coming. But it was this, oh my gosh, I can't wait to, I love stitching with the variegateds, don't you? For the centers of these, I did a variegated, what is it? No, I don't remember. It's this variegated and it's shades of yellows. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And it works perfectly for spots like this where it's just the centers of flowers, but you can see the highs and lows of color. Oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. But it's this stinking peacock, what is it, peacock plumes or something. Look at it. Oh, I can't wait to stitch with that. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. So what unfinished projects are you working on, Valerie? Is it tea towels? And is it tea towels from the tea towel, no, I don't remember what it is, but the ongoing tea towel club? Green Melody colors. Oh. I will have to look for that. Isn't it crazy how you can just get lost on that app looking at different floss colors? Oh my gosh, I just love it. I just love it. I remember that my mom, way back in the day, it was like in the 70s, she got the Mary Maxim catalog. Remember, we've talked about that. And she would order yarn, because she was a knitter, and she would order yarn, and like she always ordered, like she ordered for a project, but then she always ordered just a little bit more because she'd make a pair of mittens with that, or make a hat, or, do you know what I mean? And I remember there's this boy in the 5th grade who had a hat that was like a gold color, and like goldenrod gold, but it was a store hat. It was not a homemade hat. And my mom, I asked my mom if she would make me a hat out of that color so it could be just like that boy. And she made me a hat that was sort of similar, but you know, not completely the same. And then she did this flower. Oh my gosh. Now I look back and I'm like, that flower was so dang cool. And I thought it was so dumb at the time because it didn't match my vision of being just like that boy in his dumb Kmart hat. Oh my gosh, so stupid. So stupid. Honestly. Like what I would give to have that hat back. What are you stitching right now, Valerie? I hope you're stitching. There's something about stitching with like a new color, isn't there? Like, oh my gosh. It's so, I don't know. It's just exciting, right? I know, Keely. My poor mother. Settled with this rotten, unappreciative kid. I told you guys the story of the Jonathan Livingston Seagull sweater that I didn't like. I didn't know she was going to make it for me. I think that was one. It was a surprise. And number two, I just didn't like it very much. Not her work. I just didn't like the style of the sweater. And then I told you, Teresa, the brown noser, I'll wear, Mom. Oh boy. And now I just think, oh, God, I must have hurt my mother's feelings so many times. With my dumb ideas. I can see that hat in my mind's eye, too. I can see the flower on it. Ugh. Why, oh, why? So are you guys, have you decided what you're going to do with your flower? We talk about this almost every week. But, Brenda, I'll be looking for that green melody color. Have you guys decided if you're going to make a quilt out of these? Or what you're going to do with them? I really feel like I might want to make a quilt out of them. But I might have to go to my friend Keely's house to have her help me design a quilt so that I have, you know, all the proper amounts of fabrics and measurements. That would be my downfall. But luckily, I surround myself with friends who have different skill sets than I. Oh, you'll finish it, I bet, Valerie. How's that doggy doing, by the way? Bed, I think. Sorry. Valerie said, if you make a quilt, will you make it for bed or to hang up? I think a bed. I think a bed. Or maybe hang it on. I told you, I still want to get one of those quilt ladders. Jeff and I watched 2 more episodes of The Diplomats last night. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It's so good. And the new season starts October 16th, I believe. Next week. So excited about that. Anybody have anything new that they're watching besides baseball? I'm listening to what is the name? What is the A View from Lake Como? Is that right? Is that the right title, Keels? The View. It's on this Sunday. Ooh, thanks, Brenda. So then does that mean Elsbeth is too? Oh, I love that Matlock. She's doing great. She's settling in. We are going to start lessons for different dog sports to see what she will like to do during the winter months when the doctor... Ooh. Kim and I are watching The Lowdown on FX with Ethan Hawke. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, Brenda, what did you say yes to? What did I just say? Oh, yes, Elsbeth. Yay! Happy Sundays for Anne. The View from Lake Como. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Adriana Trigiani. I've loved her writing for years. And she does not disappoint in this one. She does not disappoint. It's so good. And we have book club on Monday. Yikes. But I'll finish. I'm telling you, you just fall in love with the characters in her books and the town and the whatever town. It's usually New York or New Jersey and then Italy. But I just love it. I just love it. Oh, remember, I started to tell you this and then I got sidetracked. Imagine. So do you remember, I was talking about using what supplies you have, whether it's your art supplies or your needlework supplies, whatever. So I found a quote that was like just perfect for that. I'm going to tighten that a little bit. And it said, because I've always said you don't have to have top of the line supplies. You just need to get to know them. Just keep making art with what you have. And so this person said it much more eloquently than I. Master what supplies you have. Build your skills. That's the dang truth. You know what's so funny, Kills? Oops. I have some that I need to... Yep. Down, down, down. I kind of like any kind of I love a family drama, I have found. I have come to find about myself. I don't care if it's Hispanic or Black or Irish or Canadian, whatever. I just really like a family drama. The dynamics, exactly, the communication, the family, what do I want to say? Like the things that are just ingrained in a family, traditions, do you know what I mean? And not just like Christmas stockings or that kind of traditions, but traditions of like gender roles and all that kind of stuff. I find it fascinating. I just watched this show this past weekend. I was dog sitting and I watched this show called North of North. Oh my gosh. North of North. And so it is a Inuit family in the very north of Canada. And it was fascinating to just watch the family dynamics and the traditional roles of a native family and juxtaposed to modern day. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So if you get a chance, North of North. So good. Yes, you don't have to have the most expensive art supplies. No, you don't. Well, and I think the same is true for embroidery, right? You don't have to have the best stuff. You just have to embroider a lot. You don't have to have the best art supplies. You just need to make a lot of art to get to the point where you can make great art. But you need to not be afraid of making ugly art either. Like the ugly stuff happens when maybe you're just not in the mood, or maybe you're just learning a skill, right? Like it's all the same kind of idea that you just need to practice it, right? No one starts out, you never try something the first time and it's spectacular. You just had to work on it. Just like our parents told us, practice. I agree. Birth order, gender roles, parent, child, husband, woman. Yes! Keels. That is just so fascinating to me. It's just so fascinating. I love it. These are not cloth scissors. Okay, so now we're going to go this way. How am I doing on time? No, I'm doing good. But let's take a moment and take a drink. Like, I'm just noticing, you guys, that the little connector down here, the little the running whip stitch, I've done them all the same color as my border, but this one looks green. Did anybody do that? I mean, now I'm like, those Adorn It stitchers, they kind of did their own thing too. I'm loving that. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Because here it looks, it's still the grays that I chose for my borders. It looks like that. But anyway, I love that. Because everyone's is going to be just a little bit different, isn't it? I hope that everybody's been doing that little exercise that we talked about, just going out in your backyard and breathing in the biggest breath of air and really smelling the smells and filling your lungs and your heart and your whole body, and then just exhaling. There's something about that. There is. Oh, Valerie, I was going to ask, so what are the other dog sports that are they all competitive? Are they what are the other dog sports besides dock diving? I'm curious. Oh, Keels, did you add? Kim and I love to watch dog sports. We saw a bunch of races with corgis last weekend. Oh my gosh, I bet that was hysterical to watch. Oh, I bet they were so dang cute. I told you, I like to watch that one car show because they have a bunch of goats. And the goats have baby goats, and I'm just in love with a baby goat. I am. It's that little, when they get that little bit of a barn hunt, NASDA, fetch, and frisbee game. Oh, and fast cat. Okay, so what's NASDA? NASDA. NASDA. Now I'm gonna have to look those all up. See what's what. Oh, and I'm curious, like, what she'll pick. Do you know what I mean? Like, what kind of speaks to her? What she enjoys the most. Because I'm sure doggies are just like kids. They know what they like and what they don't like, right? Uh-oh. I just need one more stitch out of this thread. There we go. But now is the tricky part. Now I have to be able to knot it. I have figured out a way to come back through with my needle. I saw that Adorn It put out a thing about needles today. Oh my gosh. Brilliant information if you get the chance. I ordered some of the tulip needles because I wanted to give those a try. They talked about that most of their stuff is done with crewel or embroidery, 6 or 8, I think, is the size that they usually. And these are here's the Adorn It, the number 6. I've been using this, and I like it. I like it. Everybody kind of has a preference. It's kind of weird, isn't it? How it all kind of happens. It's like what you, I don't know, kind of what you learn on, what you, what just feels comfortable to you. Does anybody have a favorite needle size or a favorite kind of needle that they like? I told you I have this same needle that just goes from project to project. Oh, it's really rats. Oh my gosh. NASDA and Barn Hunt are rat races. They hunt for rats that are placed in safe containers. NASDA also have them search for lost items like your keys. Oh, interesting. Ew, rats. That is an animal that I would be fine if we never had them on the earth again. Ick, ick, ick. Rats and mice. I'm using John James size 9 embroidery needle. John James. I don't think I've heard of that, but I'll be looking it up. So I've been using these, the Adornit ones, and now I think the tulip ones are size 8. I've been very happy with Adornit size 6, nice and sharp, good size for my hand and easy to thread. Makes all the difference, doesn't it, Kills? That's the key. Is it easy to thread, and how does it feel in my hand? I've done some other kinds of embroidery where you needed like a haberdashery needles. Oh my gosh, Valerie, we're not friends anymore. You just said they're really very cute rats. We can't be friends. I'm so sorry. That's it. Ugh. Vermin. Ick, ick, ick. There is something about how the needle feels in your hand and how easy it is to thread. That's kind of a big deal, isn't it? I wonder what the next I wonder what the next pattern is going to be. It's so crazy because I drew them all, but I don't know how they come out. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of a it's a funny little thing that happens. Like I don't know how things will be doled out. You still gross me out, Valerie. You still call them cute. Ugh. I'm almost done with this row. I'll be able to come back down the straight way and then do this last section. And then the border is done. I love that. There's just something about it, isn't there? Those little victories. Do you know what I mean? And I will try to go as far, as close to the hoop as possible. I don't know. Little goals, little crazy goals. Oh, and I was gonna say, so the view from Lake Como is, I'm listening to the Audible book because I can draw and listen to a story at the same time. It is narrated by Mira Sorvino. Shut up! I love that so much. And she does a really good job. She does a really good job. We were talking in book club about how a narrator can kind of make or break an audible book. Do you know what I mean? It makes such a difference. I want the narrator to just be like as easy and natural a storyteller as can be, because then I just relax and listen to the story. You know what I mean? If it's not a good narrator, then it's difficult. Like, you do find yourself like, wait, what did they say? What did they mean? Oftentimes I like when the author narrates their own book. I really like that, because it's their words and they know them, and do you know what I mean? I like that. I think I'm going to use that same variegated yellow for the centers of these flowers, and I think I'm going to do that same thing. I think I'm going to fill it with French knots. I'm just kind of feeling it. Kids, what's the little extra thing you did for hollyhocks? You seem to add a little something something almost every time. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Sadly. I was hoping I could make it all the way here, but oh well. So I will bid you adieu, and I will say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and we will meet again tomorrow in Pop-In Paint Party, Friday in our newsletter, and next Wednesday right back here with more embroidery. I hope that everybody noticed that I will be gone that last week of October. I'll be at my dad's, and I don't know what my time kind of restraints will be, and so I will I probably will not be going live that week, but I'll get right back on the wagon when I get home. Right before Halloween. So fun. I adore you all. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you.